Hi guys. Hi Taurus. All right, so welcome back. Taurus, we've got that full moon on the 20th, and so this reading is kind of around that time frame wherever you tend to see this a couple days afterwards or whatever. It'll still kind of, I'll be in that same energetic vibe. So it's not exactly a full moon reading, but this is a loose time frame where maybe we start thinking about what we want to shift, what we want to change, what we want to let go of, what we want to set our intentions for, the direction we want our lives to blossom. So it's going to be a little different reading because that is the intention of this reading. So I did a pre-shuffle for you guys, and I really, really love it for you guys, because this is the things in life. Instead of seeing everything as black or white, you have a choice to make. Okay. And normally we think, okay, if I go toward wearing, an all black outfit, then I'm not going to be wearing an all white outfit. But this is where you actually, in making a choice, you choose the balance and the harmony of it. So it's as if you can wear both. Okay. You can do them together. Case in point, I have silver and gold together. Should I do it? Can I do it? Well, this did it. Why can't I? It's an interesting thing. Sorry, that's just a weird side note. I didn't expect this to happen, but this just popped up and came to my mind. So this is all about, yes, you can wear gold and silver together. No one's going to stop you. You exist in a zone that very few people can. Instead of making the choice between one or the other, you make a choice to integrate the two. This is kind of amazing. I don't know what this pertains to yet, but it's that thought process that allows you to really have this. It's very much a phoenix rising from the ashes energy with this 8 of fire. This is all about you like taking action and having kind of a bit of a comeback story. You are really listening, really being guided by your intuition right now. This is a time for action, but it is because you made a decision about something, but you didn't make a decision on, I need to leave this or stay with this. You said, I see the entire situation. I see my role in it. And I also see what is capable for me right here, right where I am, to use all the resources that I have and to identify even like taking a negative and turning it into energy. It's like transmuting energy that was negative. It would be the equivalent of, like in martial arts, they say that if somebody throws their weight towards you, the best way to utilize it is take the energy from that kick that they passed your way and roll with it. Take the energy and redirect it. Use their own weight against them. And I'm not saying to use something against another person. I'm saying you're able to look at a situation and see, okay, this is the negatives and the positives, but I don't have to say, well, this is bad, I'm leaving this. It's more like, this is what a situation is. How do I work with what it is and still excel and blossom and grow? This is amazing because you guys are in this energy vibe right now where it's like, you can do it. You can do it in a way very few people could probably see the way through this. And I do feel like it is, you see a path that exists that other people would not see. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not blocking energy. If this is like difficult people that you've had to deal with, you are not saying, well, I'm not going to talk to that person anymore, because that would actually kind of maybe create more like barriers, boundaries, dramas, conflicts. There's this way where you go, I'm just simply going to release whatever their negative energy is, because that's their energy. I'm very grounded. You're like a lightning rod right now. Whatever crackling energy is around you, you just take and go, put it right back in the earth. Let something else absorb it. I'm just a channel. I can let it roll through me. It's kind of amazing because you don't get stuck. Other people's energy doesn't get in you and then make you feel it and get you stuck. You keep, how do I explain this? Some of you are letting go of attachments to things also. And I think that's probably your greatest gift. If you had at one point in time been saying, okay, I want to fight for this connection because look at this, we've got this home together. We've got all of this that we have together. This is you saying, I'm not attached to the home. Whatever happens with this happens. I'm not going to let that become a source of motivation for me to keep working on things. Instead, I'm just going to let things be what they are. Whatever shall be, shall be. I feel like you guys are really surrendering to the universe on this. I feel like it's like you are not concerned about, well, on one hand, you're not concerned about having a new beginning with someone. I think you've accepted people are who they are. What am I doing trying to change them? What am I doing trying to, I'm not a blacksmith. I'm not going to hammer out everything and make this perfectly crafted thing, because no human is perfectly crafted anyway. Our relationships are not perfectly crafted. We all have our dents, and some of those dents are really big. Some things we're never going to be able to iron out, smooth out. So instead, you know what? This is the finished product. The finished product is, this is always going to be a bumpy, kind of rough little relationship in certain areas. Other areas, you know, just because a tool isn't perfect doesn't mean it doesn't still have use, right? I feel like you are accepting people right where they are. You're not trying to argue with them, trying to get them to see your point of view, trying to work on things. You simply accept it, because your bigger concern right now is how I fly. How do I fly above it all and keep improving? I feel like a lot of you might have dealt with somebody who was, I think you've identified that they lie to themselves about the fact that they're unable to have the life that they want. I feel like this is deception or self-deception that you've been able to see right through. You can see where the problem is. You can see where somebody behaves in a certain way. And it's not like you're going to walk up to them and tell them, listen, you're being a martyr about this. If you could just get over that, your life is great. You've decided, I'm not going to tell somebody that, even if it's true, because they got to come to that conclusion on their own. But you have been able to see through the facade that other people have put up. This might be one person in particular. It could be a Gemini, Virgo. But there is this element where you are able to see things. You see where the self-deception is. You see where somebody deceives you, but they're not deceiving you at all. Maybe they did in the past. Maybe there was conflict because you were trying to get to the bottom of something with somebody, make them see things your way. Not anymore. This may not have been in a romantic connection, but it could have been. It could have been with a family member, though, in general, just because of that home. So something that was close to you, perhaps. But look, people are what they are. And that, acknowledging that and releasing the attachment that you had on trying to get them to see, look, your behavior is wrong. This is what would be right. Instead, you're like, they're a mixed bag. There's some light and some dark. And I don't want to try to invest in changing someone else's dark side into lightness. They have to work on that themselves. All I can do is shine. And that is what you guys are doing. I feel like you've taken the burdens off yourself that were loading you down. You're not going to change certain people. No point in trying. But does that change you? Yeah, in the best of ways. It makes you super, super able to fly as high as you want. Some of you are out to meet a new person, or some of you, this person could actually change. They could become more logical. When, it's funny, sometimes when we set a great example of, look, I'm going to be logical in this. I'm not going to overtalk it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to go ahead and move forward. I'm going to take control of what I can in life and keep excelling. You may be setting an example for somebody else. Somebody is very contemplative. Somebody is seeing what you're doing, and I feel like they want to match you, or this is somebody who is already this individual who is watching you going, wow, you're one of my kind. This is, hang on, let me see if I can get another card to tell us. Is this whomever you had been dealing with? Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning. That still doesn't tell me if it's the same person or not, though. Hang on. We've got a Four of Wands in the reverse. No, this would be a brand new person that you're about to meet. There's been this Four of Wands in the reverse says, in fact, they may be a very big contrast to the individual that you knew in the past, where you just said, look, I surrender. That's who somebody is. I'm just going to get on with my life. I'm going to make my life really awesome. I'm going to excel. I'm going to get a new job. I'm going to get a new haircut. I'm going to do things differently so that my life blossoms and grows. And I'm not going to struggle and fight and try to make things work with this person. This person needs to do whatever they need to do, but I'm not going to make conflict and drama and try to persuade or argue or anything. You basically surrender, even if you were still like cohabitating with somebody. And I only say this because of the house. The Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. You release the need for any drama, conflict, or struggle, like with housemates or anything like that. This could be somebody else who says, hey, do you want to get to know me? Or, hey, I could use a new roommate. Do you want to move in? If this is like a roommate situation, this is a new beginning with somebody who they see you, like they really see you for who you are. They see you operating in a really balanced way. And they in turn are being very, I feel like this is somebody who's watching you, whether or not you know it, somebody who wants to offer you a new beginning, somebody who's kind of like making sure like I'm not overstepping boundaries, right? You're done with that other situation, right? You are finished with it. If I were to move in on you, I mean, not move physically into your house, but if I were to make a move on you, are you going to be like, I'm not going to be a problem, right? We got this Five of Swords that came out sideways where it's like, would that make somebody else feel hostile, or would that be like, oh wow, this is just what I needed? I feel like somebody sees that maybe you had suffered quite a lot and there had been a lot of sadness that you've been letting go of. And whoever this is who wants to kind of like, I don't want to say that they want to call you out and be like, hey, listen, you haven't really been happy. Why don't you give me a shot? I feel like they're not trying to come across that way. In fact, they want to be really careful that they don't say something stupid that's going to hurt your feelings or make you feel like, oh, wow, so you think I've been in an unhappy situation. You're pitying me, or, whatever that is. Like, they want to be careful that they don't stir up defensive energy. They'd much rather it be like, I feel like this person wants to know where you are right now. Are you in that time frame where, oh, I've cried enough over this, I'm not defensive over it. I'm walking into my new dawn. All those puddles, all that rain is drying up. Are you in this energy, or are you still kind of trapped in some sadness? Somebody is observing you, watching you, wondering what's your emotional state. Are you ready for me? That's what this looks like. Somebody wants to know, are you ready for them? Would you be willing? Wow. 7 of Swords in the reverse, Hanged Man in the reverse. Somebody is saying to themselves anyway, man, I hope Taurus is done. I hope Taurus isn't lying to themselves. I hope Taurus is really done with this situation so there's no emotional hurt or wounding. And I hope that they're really ready. I hope that they're done contemplating the situation and circumstances that they were in so that I can make my move. That's what I feel like this is. And Taurus, I feel like that is where you are. I feel like you are done contemplating, wondering, what should I do? Can I get past this? Can I heal my heart? You are so far beyond that. It's unbelievable. But it's not a facade. That's the amazing part, Taurus. It's not a facade at all. You truly are like balanced. You're excited. You're loving your life right now. Somebody sees all of this in you. It's really, really nice. I feel like this has been a difficult situation where you've been half in a situation and half out. But emotionally, you're done. Wow. Really done. You just got the Death card. Scorpio energy here. You got a brand new beginning. Something much, much healthier. Something much more... what are you changing in life? Because I feel like this is pertaining to a more grand scale now. This is not just about, relationship stuff anymore. This is about more than that. This is a new life for you. This is a new way of doing things. This is new people you're going to communicate with. This is new signs and signals. So we still have this 10 of Wands, though, that is in the reverse. There is still some burden. That might be the thing that you are realizing you need to let go of. Burden. If you felt like you had ever failed at something in life, it's just, you know what? That's not my problem to deal with anymore. Life happens. Not everything works out the way we want it to. That's not a problem. There's no, nothing on me. I feel like some of you are going to be getting some little messengers, some little signs and signals along the way that'll help you. You see those two birds. I feel as if I feel like it's a fresh, clean, new beginning, and you're going to keep being guided to release stress, we started out that way, but this reading, we just kind of keep getting the same messages. Tell me something else for Taurus to look forward to, because so far this seems like it has everything to do with interpersonal relationships. And, apply that however it fits. If it's romantic, or if it's friends, or if it's colleagues. Wow. Oh, Taurus, you're going after the things that make you happy for the first time in a very long time. 9 of Cups. Some of you are also possibly going to make more time to rest, more time that is like me time. If you've been very busy, always giving to many other people, you now create space. And like some of you, you're like, hey, I'm setting aside this much money every month for me because I want to go get whatever it is done just for me. I want a massage. I want nail and hair. I want to go golfing. I want to go to the shooting range. I want to go do, whatever your hobby is. It's just something that you do simply because you enjoy it. You're setting aside a space for you to do what really makes you happy. That is a huge change, setting aside space for what makes you happy. Oh my gosh, 6 of Wands. Not only something that makes you happy, something that you're good at, something that makes you feel good, something that continuously moves you forward. Whatever this is, it's a physical thing. All the examples I just gave were of like physical experiences. I feel like because he's riding a horse forward, I feel like these are the things that make you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe something so simple is making me feel like I'm taking back my life and I'm moving in the right direction and I'm really like flying high. I feel, Taurus, like these seem to be little things, but they're not. They're self-care. They're expressions of who you are. It's like some of you are getting back to yourself. Some of you are really, wow. Just FYI, that might make somebody else jealous. Temperance in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse. Somebody may see you really moving away from them and knowing that your whole energetic tone has shifted. You're not where before maybe you were always trying to make nice with somebody, keep the peace. You are now saying they can keep their peace themselves. I'm not going to put in a bunch of energy to argue, discuss, talk. And it's interesting because with this new shift of you removing your energy, they feel an imbalance. Like, why is Taurus not giving to my connection anymore? Why are they not, trying to make me see things their way? Or why are they not trying to keep the peace? Well, because Taurus is actually busy over here. Taurus, look, even if this had been a connection that you had been in, or if it had been a job that you were in where there was continual like, oh, well, let's just refine this. Let's fine tune this. Let's sit down every single, 3 days and discuss the little tweaks and twinges that need to happen. You're just kind of like over it. Like, no problem. Yeah. And there's something about your attitude that's so easygoing about it, because that's not really where all your success and happiness is coming from anymore. You are making choices for things in your life that really bring you a huge amount of happiness, and it is showing in every area of your life. And that in turn could make somebody else kind of scramble. Like, why is Taurus not caring so much about my behavior anymore? Why is Taurus no longer trying to work on things with me all the time? Why? Well, because Taurus is spending their energy on making their life great. And that's what's happening. I want to really quick jump back over. Just tell me about that King of Swords, because I feel like could be an air sign who's taken notice of you, who's maybe waited for you to get to this point. Let me just see. If there's an air sign, they are ready to come toward you. This is somebody who's maybe wanted to, maybe they feel like they missed a shot with you in the past and they don't want to miss a shot with you this time. Hermit is in the reverse. This is somebody who's held their tongue, maybe because you were in another connection. This is somebody who now wants to say, hey, I always regretted that I didn't ask you out before. Hey, I was hoping that I could get to know you a little bit. I don't want to fail to speak up this time. I don't know what's going to happen here. All I know is it could be a Virgo, could be somebody out there who is interested in the Taurus, who you may not realize has felt that way. Like, dang, I missed a shot with Taurus. I wonder if that'll come around again. And they've kind of been waiting in the wings watching, like, is Taurus free? Is Taurus like, could I approach, or would that be rude? So I don't know, guys, but this is what I've got for you. Take good care of yourselves. I'm sorry this one got so long. I was trying to keep these all short, but sometimes they just get long. All right, take care. Bye.